Imagine your office, right? Sometimes it just feels like there's, I don't know, sand in the gears.
Yeah, definitely.
Costs creep up, admin stuff piles on, and every new improvement idea seems to just vanish faster than it starts. Our source material for this deep dive actually features a CEO, George, and his VP of Finance, Madison. And they're really struggling with exactly this.
Those exact frustrations.
Yeah, Madison even talks about those, like flavor of the month programs. Nobody owns anything. Nothing stays fixed. It's like this constant low-grade issue.
Right. And today we're unpacking insights from a book on office Kaizen. It's pitched as this is really powerful way to transform how your office actually works.
Kaizen.
Yeah.
That's a small, continuous improvement idea, right?
Exactly. Small steps continuously from everyone. And our mission here is to show you how this seemingly simple idea can be a shortcut, a way to make your office operations a real competitive edge.
Okay, so let's dive in. Why do offices seem to lag behind, say, manufacturing when it comes to efficiency gains? You know, manufacturing has had lean techniques for ages.
Yeah, that's a great question. The book points to what it calls a significant management blind spot.
A blind spot? How so? Things seem pretty visible in an office sometimes.
Well, it's different, isn't it? Offices often don't have that tangible, visible product like a factory. So while the big strategic stuff, the macro processes, get attention.
Sure, the big projects.
Right. But the book argues that your real long-term advantage in an office, it's built brick by brick at the microprocess level, the day-to-day stuff.
The actual work people do every day.
Precisely. And managers often focus on the obvious stuff, the surface wastes, waiting for info, walking around too much, fixing errors. The book calls these silent killers.
Silent killers. Sounds dramatic.
Well, they eat away at profits quietly. But crucially, the book says these are just symptoms, like having a fever.
Okay, so if waiting and errors are just symptoms, what's the actual root cause identified here?
It's what the book terms leadership waste.
Leadership waste. What does that mean?
Think of it as the productivity lost because there's no clear focus, maybe no robust structure, inconsistent discipline, or just no real ownership at any level.
So it starts at the top, basically.
Fundamentally, yes. And the key, according to the book, isn't some complex new system, but understanding and, importantly, leveraging basic human behavior, not fighting it.
Okay, leveraging human behavior. That sounds interesting. How does Office Kaizen actually do that? How does it fix those issues George and Madison had?
It uses a specific methodology. It's an acronym, SLIM-OT.
SLIM-OT.
Yeah, structure, lean daily management system, mentoring, metrics, teamwork, training, technology, all important. But the real engine, the core of it, that's the lean daily management system, or LDMS.
LDMS, okay.
And that focuses on empowering what they call intact work groups. Small teams, maybe 7 people plus or minus 2, working closely together on similar stuff.
Got it. So tell us more about this LDMS. How does it work for these teams? Like on the ground, what would you actually see?
Okay, so there are a few key parts. First, you've got daily work group meetings.
DWGMs.
Daily meetings. Keep them short, I hope.
Absolutely. Short, stand-up meetings. Never more than 10 minutes. Held every day. And the standing. That's intentional. It keeps people engaged, focused. No one gets too comfy.
Right. Keeps the energy up. Okay, so daily check-ins. But how do they keep track of things visually outside the meeting?
Good point. That's the primary visual display, or PVD. It's basically a large physical bulletin board right there in the work area.
The physical board, not digital.
Nope, physical. Updated daily. Shows team metrics, progress. You know, the book says it becomes like a tangible symbol of the team's pride. It avoids getting lost in spreadsheets or glossy presentations. It's right there.
I can see that. Making pride visible. That seems to tackle that nobody owns anything problem George and Madison mentioned. How do ideas for improvement get captured?
They use something called the Kaizen Action Sheet System, KAS.
KAS, okay. It's pretty simple, low tech. A way for the teams themselves to capture and track their own small improvement ideas. And here's the key part. It requires drawing before and after pictures.
Drawing pictures, really?
Yeah. Sounds basic, but it forces the team to really visualize the problem and then the solution they created. It makes it very concrete, very personal, drives that ownership deep.
Okay, that makes sense. Visualizing the change. And is there a way for teams to sort of score themselves, see how they're doing?
Yes, exactly. That's the last piece we'll touch on. The KCG 20 keys.
20 keys. Sounds comprehensive.
It is. It's a self-assessment tool. The work group scores itself on 20 different factors, things like time management, how flexible their skills are. It's on a 5-level scale.
So it's not just about results.
No, and that's the point. The book uses a golf analogy, focus on perfecting the swing, and the distance will come. The 20 keys help the team see how they're doing with the Kaizen processes, not just the outcomes. It gives them a roadmap for improvement.
Okay, so putting it all together, what does this mean for you listening? This Office Kaizen approach, it sounds like more than just a few tools.
Oh, definitely. The book presents it as a whole philosophy. It's an implementation path, a management approach, a leadership structure, and the tools, all working together.
All designed to build that sustainable competitive advantage.
Right. Achieving that world-class performance, not through some massive overhaul, but through lots and lots of small, consistent improvements, driven by the teams themselves, supported by focused leadership.
But the book concludes that not many organizations actually have the wisdom and will to really do this systematically.
That's the challenge, isn't it? It requires real commitment and discipline.
So the final thought for you to consider, what unseen waste, those silent killers, might be lurking in your own organization's ways of working? And what kind of advantage could you unlock if you adopted this kind of disciplined, continuous improvement approach?